and dolls, welcome back for my September favourites. Before we start, I've got like a jillion makeup products to review in this, so it's going to be like a fly through million makeup product video thing. Before I start, and you know what I want you to do, and I will love you forever, like forever and ever. I've been campaigning for mental health reform. Here's some snazzy pictures of us in the middle of Dublin City. It's as simple as this. Mental health distress affects all of us, including me, including you, including your family and your friends, my family and friends. If you care about this cause, take 2 secondos to just click the link. It's going to be in the first line of the description box, and all you have to do is fill in your name, and it's for a petition for the Irish government to invest and continually develop mental health services. So yeah, if you do this, please hashtag I signed it in the comments below, and I will reply to you. Every single one of you who signs it, I will reply to you. It'll mean the absolute world to me and to many people in need in Ireland. So I know that's nothing to do with this video, but let's get going. So I legitimately had about 1 billion makeup favourites, so this is just going to be a beauty favourites. I know I usually cover other things in my faves, but where do I start? Okay, I'm going to do this. Bam, bam, bam. L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I'm in the shade Rose Ivory, I believe, and this is an old favourite. I have featured it in videos before, but I was doing a tutorial for an upcoming television programme. What was that? I'd forgotten how much I love this foundation. It's extremely super duper blendable. It covers all my pigmentation. It really adapts to your skin tone and your skin texture and sits very nicely. It's like having a second skin. It isn't cakey, it isn't streaky. This is ideal for me every day. You know I love my Estee Lauder Double Wear, however that's so expensive. This isn't. It's a drugstore cheap alternative, and I can rub this like all over my neck and my décolletage area. I don't find it wasteful because it's so cheap to pick up another one. 2 concealer favourites. The first is the Lumi Magique from L'Oreal Paris. This is a highlighting concealer for under your eyes, and this is stunning. I've seen a lot of YouTubers rave about this, and it's like the Touche Eclat, that famous classic makeup product, and it comes in this little pen with a twisty end, and you just twist enough out onto your hand. You can apply it with a sort of blendy brush in and around the eye area, and it just really lights up your eyes. Then for days when I've got kind of dark circles, or even for like blemishes or marks and stuff like that, I love the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I have this in a shade NW20. It says on the little bottle. I find this really counteracts the discoloration under my eyes, and I like this for a more heavier base. So say if I'm going out or going for a meal or doing anything fun, which I often don't. Okay, I have 1 billion eyeshadows. This was sent to me to try out, and every single day since I got this I've worn it. I'm obsessed with it. It's the Balm Cosmetics Nude Tude eyeshadow palette, and it's all different nude shades, and they are absolutely beautiful autumnal colours. They're really great for this time of year. The shade Sexy is one of my favourite shades out of this, but I've often been wearing Stubborn and Sassy, which is the highlight shade, just for during the day type colours. The black shade Serious is really great for along the lash line. So many crease shades there. You've got everything you need, and if you're looking for a palette and you're kind of sick of your naked palettes and you want to like mix it up with a little more colour, I highly recommend this one because it ain't going nowhere off my face. I'm going to be wearing that constantly. Please thumbs up if you want a tutorial with this. I never know what kind of tutorials you want me to do, so let me know in a comment. Also on the shadows end, I have to give a big shout out to the Charlotte Tilbury quad that I talked about in my Charlotte Tilbury makeup tutorial, so I'm not going to go on about that. It's in another video. It's the Dolce Vita luxury palette, and I've only worn this 3 times since getting it because I want to keep this for like events and things like that, because this is luxury. This is expensive. Beautiful colours, and again that'll be worn to death over the Christmas holiday season with the parties. Single eyeshadows, I have Resist from Sigma, which is a lovely autumny burgundy shade. Really like this, and this is for all of you who don't like buying palettes and quads. And I love the L'Oreal Paris Nude single little eyeshadow thingy. It's kind of like a gold glittery type shade, and I just like sometimes popping this all over my eyelid if I'm not arsed putting on makeup. And for my Irish girls, the Fuchsia Makeup Full Moon Loose Mineral Eye Dust. It's like a pigment and it's really, really beautiful. It has a lovely sheen. You can just wear this alone or as a highlight. It really adds a lot of glitz and glam to an eye look, especially for a night out. For under all those eyeshadows, I've been loving the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm late to the game with this, but this basically is a base for your shadows. It blocks out all the veins and that kind of thing and just gives a lovely canvas for applying eyeshadows over. I'd be lost without this now. I don't know how I made it through my life without it. On to brows and Benefit, just Benefit. Benefit are all to thank for my brows. I get them done in Benefit, as I've vlogged like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. And I also use the Benefit brow products. You know I'm obsessed with Gimme Brow, and now I've been using the Browsings. It's just a brow shaping kit. It comes with a gel and a powder. Love it, so easy to use. And Benefit eye makeup in general, the Benefit They're Real mascara has been my favourite mascara over the past couple of months, so thought I'd throw that in there. This is amazing and it's well worth the money. I have a huge mascara graveyard over there. I'll show you that whenever I do a makeup collection. This is my fave. I wanted to give a shout out to this for anyone who can't afford Gimme Brow, and to be honest, I can't even really afford to keep repurchasing it. The amount of product in it is far too little for how much of it you use, because you typically, if you buy that, you'll use it every day because it's just so good. This is the Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel, and I used this today. I showed this in a haul recently. My only gripe with it is that the brush is too big. It's way bigger than Gimme Brow, so you kind of would have to have some brow hair to work with in order to use this, but a really good cheap alternative to Gimme Brow. So I have a couple of makeup bases by L'Oreal Paris. One is the Lume Magique base, which I have been dying to try. It's so beautiful. It's a very light primer and it really gives you kind of like a lit from within glow. Love that. I recommend this a lot more if you have dry to normal combination skin, not so much if you've got acne or anything like that. But for all my acne scar girls out there, I've got the Studio Secrets Professional Smooth Resurfacing Primer, and this fills in all the pits, all the acne scars, all the dints in my face, and it makes my skin look very even. A couple of people on Instagram told me that this made them break out, but guys, usually the only way makeup products will make you break out is if you're not adequately properly removing it at night time and you don't have a really good skincare routine that's getting rid of every molecule of makeup off your face. A primer actually acts as a barrier between your makeup and your skin, so if anything, it should stop a lot of the absorption of lots of random chemicals. And if you're worried about that, use mineral makeup. There's tons of it on the market. Okay, next, Irish makeup brushes. Yeah! Now, I love Real Techniques. I'm never going to stop using Real Techniques. However, I wanted to get a lot more brushes into my brush collection, and I wanted to shop local, and I think that's very important. Whatever country you're from, try and source brushes and stuff like that from where you live, because it's nice to support local businesses and stuff like that. I was gifted these to try from these companies and I'm blown away by the quality. At our big meetup, which I vlogged, the makeup chair Sinead Katie gave us all little goodie bags with blank canvas cosmetics brushes, and these are beautiful. They're actually quite similar to Real Techniques, and I just love the fact that they're Irish, so I'm definitely going to be investing in a lot more of these at the Irish Beauty Show. Come to that next Sunday, I'll be there. Let's do an impromptu meetup, okay? Come up to me, say hi, we'll hug. I also love the brushes by Fuchsia Cosmetics. I've loads more over there, but they're dirty and I have to wash them. My favie is the big buffing brush, and what I use this for is after I've applied everything, primer, foundation, concealer, blush, contour, highlight, and my powder, I will kind of buff everything in so that my face is blended together into one fusion of face. Also, Blank Canvas just released eyeliners, and I love this. It's borderlines, so easy to use, so black. You can do thick lines, you can do skinny lines, and it's foolproof, so certainly look into that. I'm going to leave Blank Canvas's Cosmetics' websites as downs as belows as. Then this kind of annoyed me. I spent a shiza load of money on the Clinique Chubby Stick in the shade Chunky Cherry, but then I realised that I had Catrice Cosmetics Pure Shine Colour Lip Balm in Cherry Tea in my drawer that I hauled recently, forgot to use. Guys, they're the exact same. This is so much more expensive than this one. As you can see, the packaging of them is similar. You actually get more product in the Catrice one. But yeah, I love all of these lip balms. Very moisturizing, beautiful natural color. However, the Catrice ones are cheaper than the Clinique one. Then lipstick favorites of the month, I've got 3. Obviously still loving the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Penelope Pink. It's a beautiful nude. Again, already talked about that in my other video. Then I've got these 2 from MAC, and they're my favorite 2 MAC lipsticks right now. I've got Please Me, which you have seen me use in tutorials. It's a gorgeous nudie matte pink. It's not glossy, it's just, oh. Then I got Rebel from MAC, and this looks like a black lipstick, and I was convinced to buy this from some of my Irish YouTuber friends when we were shopping in MAC, and I was like, really? They said it was their favourite lipstick, Holly and Aisling. I'll link down below. But then I tried it on, and it's really beautiful. I was wearing this in my recent fashion experimentation video, and I got some compliments on it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it's a great shade for fall, so have a look into that one. Now for a couple of random beauty favourites, this just deserves an honourable mention. I hauled it recently in a video. The Bourjois Magic Nail Polish Remover, 1 second per nail without cotton wool, and I demoed this already. You stick your finger in the little hole, twist it, or twist whatever way you want to do it, and your polish just magics off. This thing, such a great investment, and I'm never ever using any other nail polish remover again. You can quote me on that. I robbed this hand cream from my dad. It's the L'Occitane Dry Skin Hand Cream, 20% shea butter, and this just works really well. I'd heard a lot about the hand creams from this line, and my dad, it was actually gifted to him, and he doesn't use it often enough, and I was couldn't find hand cream. I was like, give me that. Love this. It has a very neutral smell, but it just works really well. I'm going to do hair, then skin. So for hair, my hair has been adoring this, and this is the Dove Pure Care Dry Oil treatment mask for dull to dry hair, and it contains macadamia oil. I showed this in my pamper routine video. Oh, it has that lovely, lovely Dove smell that we all know and love. Really, really comforting, softens the hair, and it gives my hair a beautiful texture once it's dry. So that's my favorite hair mask, probably that I've tried out of the whole year so far, and I buy a different hair mask every month. So a powerful statement from the Melster. Then I have these 2 skincare favourites. I already showed this in my pamper routine. It's the Michael Todd Pumpkin Nutrient Rich Facial Mask. Moisturises and nourishes. This is a very tingy, stingly mask. Stingly, because it contains glycolic acid, so be careful if you've got sensitive skin. But a ton of you bought this through my Michael Todd link. I have 20% off everything on the Michael Todd website, guys, so if you ever want anything from that, has the Sonicare that I use and loads of amazing skincare products. If you ever want anything from Michael Todd, use my link because that's cheaper. But yeah, this a lot of you told me you got this and that you love it, and when I use this at night and I wake up the next day, my skin looks flawless, like seriously flawless. I don't use it too often, maybe once per week, because it's a very intense treatment, but well worth the money. I've stocked up on 3 of these to give to my friends for Halloween presents because pumpkin, come on. And finally, you all know that I'm pretty much married to coconut oil. Me and coconut oil have had a long ongoing love affair, makeup removal, all that jazz, but so many of my subscribers were asking me to try out different things. They're nervous about trying coconut oil on their skin because they think it's pore clogging. It's not, trust me. But yeah, I picked this up the other day, the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm, after hearing a lot of amazing stuff about it. Caroline Hearns has such an incredible skincare blog, and she recommended the crap out of this as well. It looks like coconut oil, it feels like coconut oil. It's like a solid white oil that turns to liquidy oil in your hands upon contact with body heat, and you do the same thing. You massage it into your skin and your eyes to remove makeup, use water with it. It's amazing, and it does the exact same job as coconut oil, except it's a lot more expensive. So I'm gonna use it up, obviously, because I've bought it. I think it's fab. I think it's fantastic. Face feels very soft after I use this, but I think once this runs out, I'll probably go back to coconut oil because it's way cheaper and it does the same job. But yeah, these are the things that make me feel happy when life is getting me down and making me feel blue. Blue. Blue nails, by the way. What was I thinking? I'm old. I've got wrinkly knees.